Here's another nice little gadget. This has come in the post this morning, and it's called the AeroPress Espresso Coffee Maker. Now, we've had some really good reports of this, so I thought I'd get one and just see how good it is. It's in quite nice packaging, hexagonal packaging. All the instructions are on there by the looks of it. There's also an instruction sheet inside, and it says the best coffee maker I've ever owned. So we're going to see. I'm going to open it now, and I'm going to make a cup of coffee with it and see if it's true what it says on the box. So this is what we get in the box. You've got a lot of little filter papers there. Now these are very, very thin, so there's a lot in there. I think there's 350. That'll make you a lot of cups of coffee. And I do believe you can actually use these filter papers twice. So once you've used it once, you can reuse it. So you get your filter papers. This is a plunger which goes into the cylinder there with your coffee. So that's that. There's a funnel for you to put your coffee in. There's a scoop for your coffee. That's that. And there's a stirrer. That's to stir your coffee once you've put it in. And that's a little filter holder, filter paper holder, so your filter paper goes in there like that. Right, so next thing to do is to make a cup of coffee and see what it's like. So we need a good, firm, strong mug. Now that's my Notts County mug, which is good and strong. Other football teams are available and other mugs are available. Yes, so you need a good strong mug. That's because you have to put a lot of pressure on it to make the coffee, which you'll see in a minute. So we get our filter paper holder and a sheet of paper, a filter paper there, and that then goes on there like that. It just twists in and locks, and then you put your filter on the mug. So there we are. And then you want 2 scoops of coffee. One. Two. That's if you're making 2 cups, of course. If you're only making 1 cup, you want 1 scoop. Now they do recommend fine filter coffee. Depending on your taste as to how strong you like it, you can sort of adjust the amount of coffee you put in, obviously. Next thing to do is put some hot water into the coffee. Right, so I've boiled the kettle. So you need to fill up your cylinder there with hot water. Now if you're doing 2 cups, I suggest you fill it up to number 4. And then we have to give it a stir with a little stirrer thing. It says to stir it for 10 seconds. So we'll give it quite a good stir to make sure all the coffee's impregnated with the water. Mixed in. There we are, that should do that. And then you've got to get the plunger. Now you put the plunger on top there, and you do need quite a bit of pressure to press it down. So you press it down really slow, and you can see the coffee going down there. Press it down quite slowly. Don't try and do it quick. Slowly going down all the way to the bottom, and that's draining into the cup, filtering through the paper into the cup. Now at that point you can hear the hissing there. I don't know whether you can hear that or not, but it's actually hissing as the air pressure pushes the air out through the filter paper. Push it right down to the bottom till the plunger sits on top of the coffee. Then you can take that off. And there we are. There's your cup of coffee. Now I'm going to make 2 cups of this, so I've made it really strong, and I'm going to pour that into 2 halves and then top it up with water. Pour half of it into another mug and then top it up with hot water, because it's really strong, that is. So obviously, depending on the strength of your coffee, that's what you want to do. And then you can add sugar and milk to your taste, and there you go. Now when it comes to cleaning it, it's just a matter of taking that filter off there, and you can see the filter paper and all the coffee compacted into there. Then you just take it over to the bin. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Take it over to your bin, and it literally just pops out, and that's it. You'll need to just wash that then under the tap, and it's clean. Just wash that under the tap and it's clean. So it's really easy to dispose of the coffee grains, just straight into the bin or into your compost bin if you're doing compost. You can put your coffee grains in there. So yeah, nice little thing there. I'm just going to taste my coffee now. I've got a little bit of cake, so I'm going to have some cake and a nice cup of coffee. Cheers everybody. Right, well, they say that the proof of a pudding is in the eating, or in this case, proof of the coffee is in the drinking, so let's give it a try. Yeah, that's a nice smooth cup of coffee. And I will say that what you get with this coffee is you don't get the bitterness that you get at the bottom. We normally use a coffee machine, and we find at the bottom it's a little bit bitter, and you get little bit grains of coffee as well in there. But with this thing you don't actually, and it's quite nice, yeah. So if you want to buy one, I've put a link at the bottom of the video, which you'll see down there. It should be down there somewhere, the link in the description. If you like the video, there's also a thumbs up thing which you can like. And if you want to subscribe to our videos, we're on YouTube obviously, you can subscribe. I think that's up the top there somewhere, so subscribe to us. And so cheers everybody, lovely cup of coffee, try it.